Picture this. You've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 and you're obsessed. You've heard that Baldur's Gate 3 is all based on Dungeons and Dragons. You know, that nerdy game they play in Stranger Things. And you thought to yourself, maybe I should get into Dungeons and Dragons, seeing as how obsessed I am with Baldur's Gate 3. So you look online to see how to get started, and suddenly you're hit with, and, not to mention, and your face goes from this to this, quicker than the amount of time it takes for Shadowheart to pull a knife on Lae'zel in her sleep. Thankfully, you don't have to give up on D&D just yet. If you don't know me, I'm Mo, a BG3 obsessee and a dungeon master who specialises in introducing D&D to new players. In my upcoming new series here on YouTube, I'll be helping players make that leap from Baldur's Gate 3 over to Dungeons and Dragons in a friendly and easy to understand way. But I've already tried to play D&D, it's confusing. There's so many rules and numbers, people just expect you to know everything. It's true that D&D isn't the easiest thing to learn. There are a lot of rules and a lot to learn, and you have to want to learn it. Well, you're already watching this video so you can take that last one off. As for the rest, I believe it's best to start with what you know. Baldur's Gate 3. In each video in the series, I'll be taking your favourite NPCs and recreating them in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. I'll go through the various elements on the sheets, like dice, resting, fighting, movement, and what all these mean. I'll show you how some things in D&D differ from Baldur's Gate 3, and give you some cool ideas of what you can do in a world where the only limit is your imagination. Okay, I just heard myself say that and it was really corny, but I can't promise it won't happen again. So if you want to understand why Astarion sometimes gets a sneak attack, or why Will's spellcasting is different from Gale's, then this is the series for you. In my first video, I'll be looking at Astarion, and will slowly build his character from scratch in Dungeons and Dragons. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything. If you've got the itch for some D&D content in the meantime, I run a game here on YouTube and over on Twitch every Saturday night. Links are in the show notes below. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again really soon. But I've already tried to play D&D. It's confusing. There's so many rules and numbers and people just expect you to know everything.